What was the moment you realized you may have accidentally raised a monster? Our 16-year-old son had been giving us hell for the past 7 months, not coming home until midnight, leaving in the middle of the night through his bedroom window, smoking substances we couldn't identify, getting into fights at school, showing up drunk. Maybe normal behavior for some teens, but not for us, not for him. It nearly broke my wife and me. We'd spent countless nights waiting up, wondering if he'd come home safe, but we'd gotten stronger for it. Our united front now was simple. We will not cover for him anymore. He needs to face the consequences of his actions. We started doing regular cleanups of his bedroom, weekly checks for substances, because we absolutely would not have that in our house with 2 younger children living here. Our 12-year-old daughter and 9-year-old son didn't need to see that. 2 weeks ago, my wife found something during her routine check. A recipe printed from the internet. Word-for-word instructions for shake and bake. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I'm not explaining it here. But it's basically a recipe for homemade illegal substances using household items. Then she kept looking. Hidden in the back of his closet, behind his winter coats, she found 2 Coke bottles. Clear liquid inside, white froth bubbling on top, caps barely screwed on. She called me at work, voice completely frantic. I think our son is making substances in his bedroom. I tried to stay calm. Okay, don't touch anything. Let me check it out when I get home. We'll take action from there. We both started researching on our phones, reading about homemade substance labs, what they look like, how dangerous they are. The more I read, the worse I felt. I got home around 7 p.m., went straight to his room. One look at those bottles and I knew we were in over our heads. The bubbling, the smell, the setup. I grabbed my phone and called the police. I think my son might be making illegal substances in our home. There are volatile chemicals. I need someone here now. They arrived within 10 minutes. 2 officers. They took 1 look and called their sergeant. He arrived in 5 minutes, took 1 look and called for backup. Our son usually came home around 11 p.m., so we had time before we had to deal with him directly. But now we had 2 cop cars sitting in our driveway. Our neighbors were definitely watching. The officers called the chemical unit for advice. They couldn't be there for a couple hours. We moved